going through my 2026 goals. I have a long-term plan in place and I am following like an order of operations, which I went through in this video up here. I will link it for you. But what I'm going to do now is sit down and chat with you about what I would like to accomplish this year. So not necessarily like a plan or anything like that, but what sort of things could I tick off to succeed for this year? And I have a list, I have 10 things, and then I thought it would be fun at the end of the year to go through and see how many I managed to complete. So let's go through my goals one by one and I will explain what they mean and why I'm going for them. But before I dive into that, I've got two things. If you are interested in publishing and writing and author strategy and just opening that door behind the madness that is being an author, then hit subscribe because you're my people, and this year we are going to have lots of content on this channel all about the publishing world. And then the next thing I want to talk about is I want to show you my wall. I will add the footage in here for you. On my wall I have a map of the year, as it were. Each month has its own A4 laminated piece of paper. Each month has got a big project that I would like to tackle roughly. They're all on post-it notes. They all match up and correlate to my long-term planning board. And the reason why I've left them all on post-it notes and on my wall is so that I can move things about as and when. So I am filming this sort of early January and already some things have appeared that are going to adjust what I've already planned on there. So already I'm going to be moving around post-it notes, and that is why I wanted that system, because it was movable and flexible. I love watching other authors talk about their goals for the year, and I realized that maybe I should have a list of like 10 things that I would like to do by the end of the year. These aren't necessarily well written out goals that have, what is it called, the SMART system. So are they specific, measurable? I mean, actually, I think some of them are quite measurable, but my goal list is more like things I would like to achieve this year. Goal number one is probably my biggest one, in that it's to make more money than I spend. So each year I have been closing that gap and getting closer and closer. I have been very proud of myself for that, although last year I did sort of take a massive break from social media and the momentum I had been getting nosedived. So I'm slowly building that back up again. I thought about, do I try and make things like have a consistent income and make a certain amount each month? And then I thought, with the way the world works and the way the indie world works, things go up and down. But overall, I would like to make more money than I spend in 2026. The second one is probably quite obvious, but I would like to finish the Druid series. My plan is to finish the 4th book in the series, which will tie that whole series up. Sort of. I've got plans. Anyway, I am currently drafting book 4, and the idea is that it will be finished by the end of March, with the intention of it being ready for publishing in August. So if all goes well, that is what's happening, and then that series will be finished-ish, because my next goal is the Druid series novella. Now this came about when I was discussing things with my best friend. She's normally the one that I ramble to about all my ideas. And we were talking about book 4 and how I wanted to tie things up. And there was a certain couple that, if you have read the books, you'll know are quite popular amongst the readers. And I love them. I love this couple so much. But I'm not sure I'm confident enough to create a whole book around them. What we came up with, like a bit of back and forth, we came up with this idea of doing a novella for, maybe counting it as like book 5 in the series, but it's a novella. Will centre around all the characters that we know, almost like an extended epilogue. The only thing I can liken this to is, it won't be the same size though, is the Akatar series by Sarah J Maas. Is it the 4th book, which is like a normal size book in my eyes, and that's after the main trilogy and before the book with Nesta. Side note, my favourite book is the one with Nesta. So it's a bit like that. It's going to be like almost like an extended epilogue. The stuff that happens at the end of book 4, which I don't want to go into too much detail right now, but the stuff that's happening at the end of book 4, the main issues will be resolved, but there's going to be a lot of like aftermath, and it would be quite good to explore that in this. So we will see the main couple again, and we will also then see this new couple. They will have like a mini plot around them and some other characters popping in and out too. So I'm actually quite excited for that, and I'm hoping I can do that this year and release it sort of towards Christmas time. My next goals are about special editions. So we've got goal 4 and goal 5. So goal 4 is to do a special edition of my Soulbound series. So at the moment I have an omnibus edition of my Soulbound trilogy, which is this, and this hardback is the front. This is the front cover of book 1, and then this is just like a, I don't know, basic internal cover, what are they called? I don't know. Anyway, and all 3 books are in here. These do sell quite well at markets. I think it's a draw to have the hardback books, but what I want to do is have a special edition that I can sell in in-person events. So we are talking a brand new cover, brand new under the dust jackets cover. We're talking end papers, so over here, and I want to have more art in there, and there will be like extra bonus material as well. So in this series, this is a YA paranormal romance trilogy, so I've got magical excerpts to talk more about the magical system. I've got the letter that the main character's mum writes to her. I've got the family tree from the Shifters, the royal Shifter family, and yes, so there's going to be a few extra bits in there, and also I would love to do sprayed edges. So it really is going to be a special edition book, and then that will be what I sell at in-person events. I don't know if I'm selling them online yet, but that's what I want to do. And then this is, I'm not sure if this goal is going to happen this year, but what I want to do is split my Kingdom of Druids series into 2 volumes and have those as special editions. So volume 1 will have books 1 and 2 in, and volume 2 will have books 3 and 4. And again, we're talking end papers, art, maps, sprayed edges and all of that. That would be ideal to have those special editions, and they would come after book 4 has been released. So I'm excited about that, but I'm not quite sure about the timeline for that. I don't know whether it's worth waiting till next year to like have a bit of a mini release, or to have them done in time for the Christmas market this year. So yeah, there's a bit of an and an ahhing of that, but we're still counting it in the goals, and let's just see how far we get. So goal number 6 is a planning one. I want to have planned out fully the standalone that I'm doing in my next series. So I don't think I'll get to start this series this year, because I was hoping to, but then the novella idea came into my head and everything else. So I would like to go into next year knowing I can just go straight into writing. So throughout this year, when I have pockets of time between projects, when books are with editors and stuff like that, I'll be working on planning that first book in my standalone series. In my head, this standalone series is a romantasy one, and each book will centre around a different couple, and they will be fully standalone, so you can read those in any order. I am interested in doing a standalone series next, because I've just done a series, so I will have 2 completed series, but then I think if I can work on the standalone series next and have 4 books in that series, I'll be able to like do a big push of like marketing each time, much easier than I would with a series, perhaps. That's what I'm thinking, but with it being a standalone series, I can easily pause it and start something else and then come back to it, so I think that worked out really well. My next goal then is to do 4 in-person events. One of the things on my long-term planning was to do more in-person events. I'm hoping to do at least 4. So I'll be doing the Christmas one that I always do at the end of this year. I want to try and do 1 or 2 other Christmas markets within my local area, perhaps. And then I have some exciting news, but it has not yet been fully confirmed. So I'm going to hold back on telling you all, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can hear the news I have and the big bookish event I might be attending this year. Goal number 8 then is to monetize YouTube. I have finally got to 1,000 followers, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed. And so my next goal is to monetize it. Now I know YouTube does not bring in loads of money. Unless you've got like millions of subscribers, then I don't think it brings in like loads of money, but it would just be nice to like hit that next step up with my YouTube. So my next goal is to monetize, because that means I am pulling in a certain number of watch hours per year or per month. And if you've watched my other videos on my long-term planning strategy board, you'll have heard me talk about how YouTube is something I really want to focus on and developing that community and everything else. So it is going to be a big focus of 2026. My last 2 goals are to do with numbers and social media. I and ahed about putting these in because things change so quickly, and for instance my Instagram has been like stuck around the same number of followers for probably a year. It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, really, like little like that. But my Instagram goal is to get to 2,000 followers, and my TikTok one is to get to 3,000, because I seem to be growing a bit faster over there, having like recently within the past month or so started, which I'm quite happy with. I'm really excited about TikTok. It's something that I actually quite enjoy doing, which is not something I would have said this time last year. The reason why I picked those numbers to be like a goal for this year is because developing a reader community for my books is going to be pretty paramount to getting the book sales and the page reads and creating an author career. So I need to be cultivating my online readers and social media and readers who stumble across my page, so that's something that I need to focus on. I almost added another goal for newsletters, but then I thought I have enough there. So these are enough goals for me to like focus on, and at the end of this year see how many I've ticked off and see if they were too easy, see if they were too difficult. I am still so excited about this year, guys, and I cannot wait to tell you about some of the really cool things that I might be doing. Okay then, your turn. Drop me a comment below. Are any of these goals something that you'd be interested in me doing more videos on throughout the year? Or better yet, comment down what your main goal is for this year, because I would love to find out. I'd love to support everyone trying to get to those goals, and it would be nice because I'm a little bit nosy like that. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.